Hey everybody, I'm Bede, aka the Terrible Australian of Super Podcast, and welcome to the second episode of my vlog series, which goes into all my latest DVD and Blu-ray purchases. I promise this time, if you saw the first video, you know that the first one was a bit too long, and I didn't expect it to go that long at all. It went for about 80 minutes, so I'm going to make sure to do this one as quickly as I possibly can, no more than probably 10 to 12 minutes, hopefully. So I'll go straight into it. Now, like I said before, there'll be a couple of frequent videos over the next week or so because I purchased a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays over the last 2 months, which I haven't got around that I want to showcase for this series, and I'm sort of at the halfway mark now. So I just got this batch and probably two or three videos after that, and I should be done. And then after that, it'll be sort of a regular. Whenever I get a whole new batch to talk about, I'll make a video and post it online. So let's get right into it. Now, first up, DVDs. I got these two. These were blind buys. I got the first and second season of the Friday the 13th television series. Now, I've never seen I've never seen the show, and the main reason I bought these is I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan. Now I know the fact it's basically the show's just in name only. Yeah, it's produced by the same people as the films, and Jason doesn't feature anywhere at all in these. But I've always been curious to check this show out. And I saw when I watched the Crystal Lake Memories documentary, they sort of went into a little bit on the show, and it sort of watching that segment sort of piqued my interest. So I went out and bought these two. But luckily I bought these when JV Hi-Fi were doing a 20% off sale. So I was able to get them just a little bit cheaper. But I'm definitely very interested to check these out, along with other sort of other horror anthology shows like Tales from the Crypt, which I need to get around to watching as well. But I'm definitely excited to check these two out, and hopefully, I'm not sure when, maybe hopefully the third and final season will come out soon, hoping. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to check these two out. That's my DVDs for this week. Now onto the Blu-rays. Now the next three I actually ordered online at easydvd.com, mainly because I couldn't find these free Blu-rays anywhere, and it took me forever to find them, so I figured I might as well just buy them online. The first of the three is the 2-disc Sapphire Series edition of Forrest Gump. Now, there is a 1-disc edition that's pretty much in every single DVD shop out there at the moment in Australia, but this one is very hard to find. It has 2 discs. It has tons more special features than the other one. I think the other one just only had like a commentary and something else. So I love this movie. I love Forrest Gump. And I don't think it deserves much of the hate. Yeah, it's sentimental and stuff like that, but it has a lot of heart, and it's a very moving film. And of course, special features junkie, I had to get it for the special features. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this in HD. Now the other two, The Strangers, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was a really creepy and effectively made horror film. I haven't seen it since it came out, and I'm looking forward to watching it again. Although I'm kind of disappointed that Brian Bertino, who wrote, this was his directorial debut, hasn't really made anything else since this one, and I thought he showed a lot of promise with this one, and he sort of had a very John Carpenter vibe with the film. It's like a Halloween-esque vibe to it, and I'm curious to see when he'll come back at some point. But I'm definitely looking forward to rewatching this again very soon. So that's The Strangers. And also another one that I've been, and the third and final one is the third season of the original Twilight Zone. Now, like the Friday the 13th series, I've never seen the Twilight Zone. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've seen 2 episodes on VHS when they used to sell them at video shops, and I decided about probably nearly a year and a half, 2 years ago, to buy the series on Blu-ray, and I thought this would be a good way for me to check out the show for the first time. So I've bought all the other 4 seasons, seasons 1 2, 4, and 5. But number 3 was very difficult to find, and I think because the main reason because they released all 5 seasons in a big box set, and the individual ones were a bit more harder to find after when that box set came out. So I just went to easydvd.com, bought this, and now I got the whole series now. So I'm really happy about that, and I look forward to checking that out. Now, other purchases, I got Deep Red, Dario Argento's Deep Red. Definitely one of my favorite of his films. I'm not the biggest Argento fan. I kind of mixed on him as a director, and most of his recent stuff is really crap. But I think his earlier stuff with The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, this one, and also Suspiria, are actually really good films. I don't think Suspiria is as great as everyone says, but it's still a good film. But definitely Deep Red is one of my personal favorite ones of his, and I think it's just a really effective and really creepy giallo film. And I was sort of going back and forth between either buying this version or the Arrow film version from the UK, but I went with this one instead because it has a bit more special features and a couple more documentaries on it, and it has both cuts of the film, so I'm looking forward to checking both out. That's Deep Red. And speaking of horror, once again, I got Hellraiser. Now, it's been a while since I've seen Hellraiser. First time I watched it was probably over 10 years ago when it was on TV, and I really dug it. Very creepy, pretty gross, and I sort of been thinking about buying this for a while, so I thought I'd take the plunge and bought it. Again, I bought this as part of JB Hi-Fi's 20% off sale. Has a couple cool features, audio commentary of Clive Barker and Ashley Lawrence, and a few others. And I look forward to revisiting this one as well. So, also I got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. This is definitely one of the more underrated animated films over the last couple of years. This is a really fun, entertaining, and clever film. And also it's directed by the same guys who will go on to make 21 Jump Street, and as well as the recent Lego movie. So if you love those two movies, definitely check this out. It's a great, hilarious, funny family animated film. The sequel was decent, but you can feel but the directors weren't involved with that one, so you can tell that their touch was missing from that one. But the first one is still pretty kick-ass. So if you love those, so it's worth checking out. Also, this is on the So Bad It's Good pile. I got Street Fighter, the movie, with Van Damme, aka I got to go take a shower. Yeah, this movie is pretty bad, but it's entertaining, and I was sort of looking around for this for a while. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then eventually I did find it. It has a couple features, and I'm really looking, and it's just entertainingly bad. And also, but it has its qualities, the late Raul Julia is great as M. Bison. He chews up the scenery the entire film, and it's silly, it's dumb, it's crappy, but I enjoyed it. So for all those reasons, of course. So now I got a couple of box sets here. I got the Resident Evil collection. Now, I know a lot of people hate this series, and I can understand that, especially fans of the video games, which I am as well. I'm a huge fan of the games. But for this series on their own, I enjoyed them for what they are. They're silly, over-the-top fun. I actually had the first 3 on DVD and the 4th one on Blu-ray, and I sort of kept umming and ahhing to get the 5th one because it was kind of my least favorite one. And also I was sort of thinking, going back and forth, whether to buy the first 3 on Blu-ray. So then they released this, and I decided I'll get rid of my DVDs of the first 3, and as well as my Blu-ray of the 4th one, and I went and bought the collection, which includes number 5. So it has all of them on there. So I'm looking forward to rewatching the films again in Blu-ray. Yes, they're silly, they're stupid, they're dumb, but I enjoyed them for what they are. I think if you go in the right mindset with these films, you'll know exactly what to get. So for that, you know, they're guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure series, so I can't hate them too much. And finally, for this video, I got the. I didn't realize this was coming out, and until I saw it at JB Hi-Fi, and that's the Die Hard 25th Anniversary Legacy Collection. They actually did. I actually already bought the Die Hard collection, but that was back when it was just the first 4 films, and I bought that like maybe 2-3 years ago, and and I and then I was at the shop at JB, and then I saw this, and at first I wasn't thinking about buying it, but there was a couple of reasons why I wanted to buy it. Number one, they finally, and thank goodness they finally did this. They finally brought the uncut version of Die Hard 4.0, aka Live Free Die Hard, is finally out, because it wasn't on that. The uncut version of that film hasn't been released on any other of the Blu-ray editions of that film, and even in the collection I do have. So they finally released it on this one. So you get the uncut version of Part 4, which I think is underrated. I know a lot of people don't like that movie, but for some, I honestly don't understand why. I think it's a really good sequel, and it's fun and it's entertaining, and I think it is a Die Hard movie, despite what anyone reckons. And the uncut version definitely is the better of the two. The theatrical one's still pretty good, but this one is, the uncut version feels more complete. So that was one of the main reasons why I bought this one. But also it includes the 5th one, A Good Day to Die Hard. I know a lot of people hate that movie as well. I thought it was okay. It's definitely the weakest one of the series, and not really much of a Die Hard movie. But, you know, for 90 minutes, you know, for 90 minutes of mindless entertainment, it was okay. So, like, and I actually had a bit slightly more fun with it than I did with Olympus Has Fallen, believe it or not. So I know a lot of people will think I'm terrible for that, but, you know, it's my opinion. So yeah, and that's also another reason why it's on there. So it feels like I have all the films now, and as well as the uncut version of Part 4. So I took a plunge, bought this. Again, I bought it with when they did the 20% off sale, and also my other collection. In case anyone is wondering, I'm going to go give that to my friend Marcy, because I asked her if she wanted to buy it, so she's going to buy it off me. So that's cool. So yeah, that's it for. Yep, that's all my collections for this video. There'll definitely be more coming. I will say for the next video will be a bit of a change of pace, because I'm going to go into animated series in the next one, because again, they did enough. I don't want to just keep promoting JB Hi-Fi, but when they did another one of their 20% off sales, I decided to go on a bit of a binge on my favorite animated series that I haven't gotten round to buying the the DVDs for. So that'll be the next video, and after that there'll be about, like I said before, 2-3 more others, and then occasional ones after that. So keep a lookout for the next one, which will be up. I'll record sometime next few days, so keep a lookout for that one. And I hope everyone enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all later. Okay, see you guys. Bye.